Alright, YouTube, welcome back to another unboxing or opening of packs. This time, instead of Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic, we're going to do Pokemon. GameStop happened to have these Venusaur EX, Blastoise EX boxes. They only let you get one at a time, but I did go to two different GameStops, so I was able to get two boxes of these, and they were on separate days. I gave it some time. I didn't go wait outside or anything. The GameStops seem to have a pretty healthy amount of these. And there weren't a bunch of people kind of running out to get them. Just to kind of go over the front, we do have a Venusaur giant card. Then we got a Blastoise and a Venusaur EX with the Stellar Crown stamp on there. I believe it's 5 Surging Sparks and 5 Stellar Crowns. Stellar Crown, not something that a lot of people are interested in. For me, the Squirtle that is in Stellar Crown is what I would like. I'm pulling the box off the camera to open it because this thing is tough. Alright, so we've got it out of the box. We will open this up. Hopefully these promos kind of just come out easily. There we go. Usually if you try to pull them, that's when things get kind of damaged. The code cards are yours to use. I will not be using them. I don't really play online much, but Blastoise, my favorite starter from the beginning of the game. Squirtle is who I always picked for the most part. I played through with the other ones just because I enjoyed playing through with different stuff, but Squirtle, Blastoise, definitely my favorite evolution line of the original starters, and probably, I would say, definitely still in my top 6 Pokemon if I had to pick a team. My wife, her favorite Pokemon is Bulbasaur, which does turn into the Venusaur. So I'm going to pull this out, get it all set up. I'm going to go ahead and open the other box as well, kind of get those packs out and laid out. So we've got the 5 Stellar Crowns here, so we'll have 10 of those to open, and 10 Surging Sparks, which Surging Sparks does have a lot more valuable cards in it than the Stellar Crown does. And let's get into this one. Again, in Stellar Crown, there's the Full Art Squirtle, which is what I'm really looking for. I believe the Terapagos is how you say his name. Has a nice full art in this Stellar Crown set as well. Surging Sparks. I don't remember everything. I want to say Latias was worth a decent bit as far as like generic, like regular EXs that aren't a crazy fancy thing. Okay, so there's the little plastic pieces that pull off from the back of this, and whenever you pull that little plastic piece off, the card just falls out, which is definitely an improvement. I can't tell you how many promos back in the day weren't that way, and they would get damaged. So, but yeah, feel free to use the code like I said before. I will try to show the codes as I go through, and feel free to use those. Obviously, if you want to just use one so that other people can try to use the other ones, that would be ideal, but I understand that's not how people work. And that just isn't how it's going to work, unfortunately. It won't happen. So, but yeah, so we've got Stellar Crown, Surging Sparks, 10 packs of each. We're going to start with the Stellar Crown, since they aren't the ones that, are as sought after. There may not be as many hits. Let me go ahead and sleeve these up, because I haven't done that yet. We got the Venusaur and the Blastoise. So I'm going to lay the, hits. I know these are just the promos that come with it, but they're still good cards to have. They're still hits in a way. So let's see. I'm used to Yu-Gi-Oh! Packs where they kind of rip open a little easier. So we've got Tortuga, Meltan, Fletchender, Finneon, Azumarill, Dubwool, Swalot, a reverse hollow Mean Shao, a reverse hollow Joltik, and a Metal EX. So we got a hit in the very first pack. We've got the energies, which we'll put off to the side. And we have another code card here. The Melmetal will get a sleeve. And we'll put the bulk stuff in the back. So I am curious how many hits we'll get, you know, overall. And we won't include the promos whenever we do a hit count at the end. We've got Cubone, Milcery, Glameow, Charjabug, Lapras, Meanshao, Salazzle, Reverse Hollow Nimble, Reverse Hollow Kling Klang, and a foil Zeraora. So we will go ahead and sleeve that up. It does not count as a hit, but it is a foil. It's like a regular hollow. We got the energy and the code card. Right. And they really seal their packs compared to Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! I can just rip them open very easily. We got Milcery, Meryl, Rhyhorn, Ponyta, Okaberry, Vikavolt, Azumarill, Reverse Hollow Ladian, Pangoro Reverse Hollow, and Archaladon, and then we've got the energy and another code card. All right. Would really like to see that Squirtle. The code card will do it on the first part of this pack. We've got Crabrawler, Wooloo, Salandit, Dipplin, Lacey, Marowak, Okaberry, Fletchling, Crabominable, and Credilli, and the energy. Alright, next pack, we've got the Antique Cover Fossil, Pancham, Duraludon, Perugly, Celebi, which is weird to see as just like an uncommon, Lantern, Toadscruel, Reverse Hollow Eevee, Reverse Hollow Lapras, and a Rhyperior. And here is the code card. If you pull anything cool from the codes, definitely let me know. It's nice to see when people, you know, can use something like that that I can provide, and then they actually pull something they want in the game. It's definitely pretty sweet. Otherwise, you at least will hopefully get some dust so you can craft some cards. Perugly, Fido, Glass Trumpet, Talonflame, Kofu, Crabrawler Reverse Hollow, Area Zero Under Depths Reverse Hollow, and an Orthworm EX. So that is our second actual hit. Here is the code card. And we'll put that over here. Let's see. And I'm trying to find more Pokemon product to open for videos on my channel. There's just not a lot out there. There's just not a lot available. And, you know, a lot of people that have everything definitely marked up, and rightfully so. The market is the market. It is what it is. But that just makes it hard for someone like me who's just trying to make some pack opening videos. And then I do have a TCG player business, so I can't really justify buying something that it's really hard to pull the value out of it. I did it for this scenario, but you know, overall it's just 2 boxes. It's not a ton of product, but it is nice to have some packs to open. Pokemon, I've always just enjoyed opening the packs. And then I actually played competitively, not even that long ago, really. Drifloon, Clink. It was about, I want to say a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I guess 2 years ago is kind of when I stopped playing competitive. Hoot Hoot, Luminion, Rapidash, Vikavolt, Tauros Reverse Hollow, and we got the Terapagos. Look at that. I don't know if that's the the actual expensive one or not, but I believe it is. I will put the value up on the screen here. As I go through, it's something that I'm trying to get to doing because I think it's a good addition to the video. But that is pretty sweet. And then we got a Dreadnought as the holo. So we definitely got a good hit from the Stellar Crown packs, which was not to be expected, but hopefully that means we'll still get a good hit in the Surging Sparks and that it doesn't replace one. Here we go. That is the code card for that pack. And the holo Dreadnought gets sleeved up. That is pretty sweet. We got a Terapagos EX alternate art. Wow. Not expected, but alright. Phalanx, Perugly, Fido, Sharkadet, Meanshao, Okaberry, Koraidon, Reverse Holo Drifloon, Reverse Holo Bombardier, and an Archaludon again. Code card. Alright, and the holo there. We have 2 packs left of Stellar Crown, and then we'll get into the Surging Sparks, and hopefully we'll have another big hit there. We're going to go ahead and do the code card on this one early. So there's the code for that. We've got Electabuzz, Lechonk, Reboot, Mo Rotom, Mewtwo. Mewtwo as an uncommon, that is just so weird. Lacey, Celebi, Slowking, Reverse Holo, also an uncommon. Togedemaru, Reverse Holo, and a Raging Bolt. Sleeve up the Raging Bolt. Move this pile of cards that's been sitting down there. We got the last pack of Stellar Crown. We got a Charjabug, a Salandit, Panseer, Yamask, another one of the Mewtwo uncommon, another Lacey, Celebi, Phalanx, Sharkadet, and we got a full art Briar. So we got pretty good hits overall, I would think, from Stellar Crown. Definitely can't complain since we got the Terapagos. Here is that last code card for Stellar Crown. And we are on to the Surging Sparks. So I will put the promos, I guess, over here because they're not really real hits, but we opened 10 packs of Stellar Crown, and the Terapagos was a very good hit. We got the full art Briar, and then we got 2 hits that were EXs. The rest were just regular holos. And then we will do the Surging Sparks ones down here, just below those Stellar Crown. So let's see. We're starting out with a Trapinch, Cryogonal, Uxie as a common. I mean, what in the world is happening? Sharkadet, Miraidon, Drayton, Wo-Chien, Reverse Holo Rabska, Reverse Holo Applin, and a Skeledirge. And then we've got the code card here. Alright. So hopefully we can get some hits out of the Surging Sparks like we did out of the other one. Stellar Crown was above average for Stellar Crown, I would say. Famfi after the Tandemaus, Stunfisk, Shellos, Fluttermane, Drayton, Kilowattrel, Pavilion Reverse Holo, Volcarona Reverse Holo, and a Flamingo EX. There we go, our first hit from Surging Sparks. We got a code card for that. Not a good hit, but a hit nonetheless. And hits are always fun, you know, even if it's not something worth a bunch of money. It's nice to see the hits. It's a lot better than just pulling holos only. All right. We've got a Zuelos, a Rotom, a Togepi, Helioptile as a normal type. That's interesting. Azumarill, which is odd because Azumarill, I believe, was also in the other pack, but as a water type. And it does 230 damage. If you have any Terra Pokemon in play, this Pokemon can use double edge attack for just the Psychic energy. So 1 energy, 230 as a stage 1, as long as you have a Terra Pokemon, which is pretty easy to do. So I don't know. Gravity Mountain, Marill, it might be a fun, you know, locals deck to play. Skarmory, and a full art black Kyurem EX. I don't know if that card is any good. Again, I stopped playing competitive, but seems like it should be a pretty good hit. A full art black Kyurem EX. It does have Ice Age. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a dragon Pokemon, it is now paralyzed, and it does 90 damage. For 3 energy, it is colorless at least, and he is a basic, so maybe you can accelerate energies on your first turn onto him. And then he also has, for 4 energies, 2 waters and 2 colorless. Black Frost does 250 damage. This Pokemon does 30 damage to itself, which is interesting. I know back in the day, in the black and white set, Kyurem, I believe it was Kyurem had it. Nope, that was Zekrom and Reshiram. Nope, Kyurem, not in black and white set. I believe it came out after. Did have Outrage. There was one that had Outrage on it. A lot of the dragons have stuff that hurt themselves, and then they have Outrage that helps them deal more damage based on the damage on them. So it'd be cool to see that on there, but, you know, it is what it is. We got Bronzor. We got Morlul. Alolan Diglett, Volcarona, a Dusk Ball. Look at the bottom 7 cards of your deck. You may reveal a Pokemon you find there and put it into your hand, shuffle the other cards back into your deck. So it's essentially a Great Ball, but with the bottom of the deck. That's interesting. I suppose if you're trying to run 8 Great Balls, or maybe Great Ball rotated, I don't know. Armarouge, Jasmine's Gaze, Wattrel Reverse Holo, Vibrava Reverse Holo, and a Terapagos Holo. Here's the code card. And I forgot the code card on the last pack, so here's a second code card in a row. I forgot it because I pulled the full art, and I just figured I should keep on going. So we got that. Oh, I'm trying to make sure I didn't get these mixed up. I sure did. Surging Sparks is the SSP, so let me figure out where I messed that up. SSP, there we go. So I figured that out. Get the cards in the right stack, because I do have everything organized by set. Again, as I am a seller on TCG Player, so that's one of the ways that you need to organize things so that you can find it when you sell it. We've got Cinescorch, Spheal, Dino, Flittle, Meowstic, Callbell, Miraidon, Reverse Holo Flittle, Klefki, and another Terapagos. Here is the code card. Put that up there. Alright, we've still got 5 packs here to try to pull something. I believe Pikachu is the biggest hit. We got Yamask, Quaxley, Larvesta, Mankey, another Dusk Ball, a Ho-Oh, uncommon Ho-Oh, weird. We got a Colbur Berry, a Gimmighoul, Primeape, and the third Terapagos in a row. Here is the code card. I can't believe I pulled 3 of the same card in a row. That is wild. What in the world is happening? I mean, that is... as far as hollows go, I believe I've got some hits in between. That is crazy to me. I'm going to need Surgeon Sparks to pick it up a little bit here, though. We got Glamora, Snorlax, Primeape, Rufflet, a Surfer, just Surfer, okay, what a name. Appleton, Iron Bundle, Togekiss, Bronzong, and Cofagrigus. Here is the code card. We got 3 packs remaining. Come on, big hit. Come on, big hit. We need a big hit. We got Sandygast, Drillbur, Magnemite, Slackoth, Registeel, Walrein, Magnezone, Zebstrika, Duraludon, Chinpow, code card. I'm assuming none of these energies can be hollow in this set, because I haven't seen one yet. That was put in the wrong pile. Got that fixed. Just keep putting stuff in the wrong stacks, apparently. It's hard for me to stay organized. Alright, we got Vulpix, Swablu, Sandygast, Azuelos, another Dusk Ball. We got 3 of those. Armarouge, Jasmine's Gaze, Scatterbug Reverse Hollow, Paldean Taurus Reverse Hollow, and a Landorus. Here is the code card. That is... we're getting the shaft a little bit on the Surging Sparks. This is the last pack of Surging Sparks. We have not had much luck with that, but we did get the Tropicos, so we at least got a good hit from the boxes. And we got 2 full arts with the Black Curum and the Briar. So we at least got something. And let's see if we can do some last pack magic here. We start out with Tandemaus, Spupa, Donphan, Fuecoco, Mousehold, Meowstic, Callbell, Reverse Hollow Braviary, Reverse Hollow Drasna, and a Gastrodon Hollow. So we did not pull that many hits, especially not out of Surging Sparks. We pulled great, actually, out of the Stellar Crown, which is the one that's supposed to be terrible. So interesting how that works out, but I'm still happy about it. Cannot complain one bit about the Trapagos. So we got the 4 hits from the Stellar Crown 10 packs. We got the 2 hits from the Surging Sparks. We got the 3 Terapagos here to go with our hit from the Stellar Crown Terapagos, which just one more close up out of the sleeve. Sweet looking Terapagos. Oh my gosh, look at that art, the way the colors. Oh my gosh, the rainbow on it. It looks pretty sweet. I cannot complain one bit about pulling that. It looks like maybe as far as the centering goes that it might be a little to the left, slightly. So it's not exactly the perfect cut as far as trying to send off for like PSA or something, in my opinion. But, you know, nonetheless, still a very nice, clean card. And it will be going up on my TCG player, which will be in the link in the description. If you follow that link, it'll take you to my specific TCG player store. where there's not as many fees that TCG Player takes out, so it does benefit me as well, as the seller. It'll help me get a little bit more profit or a little bit more money in return, because obviously for this product I'm not making a profit, but I thought it would be a fun thing to open on the channel. I enjoy opening Pokemon cards whenever I have the ability to. It's just a matter of finding them, and then obviously they're limited everywhere even when you do find them, so you're lucky just to get one thing, maybe two, depending on where you go, like Target or something. But I'm not going to wait outside, bright and early in the morning or anything crazy to get this product. So either way, thank you guys for watching. If there's anything you want to see me open, please put that in the comments below. There's definitely stuff I can try to find online if it's something specific that people are looking to see open. I enjoy opening some of the mystery boxes and stuff too, to see what's inside, help other people see what's inside. I know I like to watch the YouTube videos on those, see if it's something worth buying or not. I will be the guinea pig for you guys, if that's what you want. So, comment down below what you want to see, like the video, and please subscribe.